Good evening, welcome to ESA News. This is Najla Syifa bringing you the eye on the news for today, December 6, 2022. And here is the highlight for today. Teen overdose deaths are rapidly rising, but not because more of them are using drugs. This is not coming from more teens using drugs, it's actually coming from drug use becoming more dangerous, said study author Joseph Friedman, a researcher studying math science and medical informatics at the University of California, Los Angeles. Adolescent overdose deaths in the United States more than doubled from 2010 to 2021, jumping from 518 to 1,146 deaths annually, according to the study which published in JAMA. The study said in 2021, fentanyl was involved in more than 77% of adolescent overdose deaths. Fentanyl is 50 times more powerful than heroin and is extremely cheap to produce, according to the U.S. Drug Enforcement Agency. With drug use among teens currently at a historic low, researchers said the amount of fentanyl being sold to them in the form of counterfeits of common medications and the lack of awareness of the risk they face taking these pills is a big part of the problem, Friedman said. Young people are buying what they think are legitimate pills, but actually they are pressed pills with drugs that were made in the underground market, and they were pressed to look real, said Sheila Fakaria, Deputy Director for the Department of Research and Academic Engagement in the Drug Policy Alliance. Fakaria was not involved in the study, but according to Morgan Godwin, a writer and an advocate for overdose policy, the focus in reducing teen drug use in the U.S. has been successful. The bad news is that big changes need to be made to reduce overdose deaths. These aren't the prescription pills that older generations used. Counterfeits are now being made with fentanyl, packaged to look near identical to legitimate medicines and sold on the street to teens who are unaware of the risk they pose, said Godwin. Friedman gave a statement to update the teens' understanding so that they know that pills are actually becoming the most dangerous thing. Friedman also said that with varying levels of fentanyl in different pills, both people who are experimenting and those who regularly take the pills often don't know what they are getting and are at risk. To address the rise in death, Friedman, Godwin, and Fakaria said that schools and families need to focus on educating adolescents on the real risks around drugs, what an overdose looks like, how to access naloxone which is used to treat overdoses, and how to test drugs for the presence of fentanyl. Some families of adolescents may be afraid that honest conversation about safe practices to reduce overdose deaths could open the door for their children to begin using, but Godwin said the opposite is true. This fear of sending the wrong message about drugs is sending teenagers to their graves. Parents are so critical as a credible messenger for their own kids or for those in their kids' peer group. Not all teens will engage in experimentation with substances, but many will. Even with historic low rates of drug use, nearly 20% of teens in 8th, 10th, and 12th grades used illicit drugs in 2021, according to the National Institute on Drug Abuse. Both teens who will try drugs and alcohol and those who don't benefit from having an honest, nuanced understanding of the risks that they pose. Godwin said if a parent said that people who try ecstasy often die immediately and a child goes to a party where dozens of other teens take the drug and show up at school at Monday, they may lose confidence in the information they get from the trusted authorities in their life. Instead, they often then turn to peers, the internet and popular media for their information, which can often give dangerous misinformation. Conversations that teach which drugs are risky and which are outright dangerous, as well as how to handle drugs safely, benefit teens on multiple fronts. They both empower adolescents to make smarter decisions and give kids the message that their families are there for when they have questions, part of the problem as well as when they need help, said Fakaria. Well, that is all the news for today. For more information, you can check our website www.sanews.com. I'm Najla Syifa signing out. Have a wonderful day.